Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Academic Answers podcast, where we answer the questions on personal development, on personal finance, on success, happiness, full potential. We do our blog, we have a Facebook group, we do a lot of work on Instagram, and we do some stuff now on YouTube. I'm flipping this podcast and put it on YouTube with a couple of footages so that I can affect more people, get to a bigger audience and to spread the vibe and the message of empowerment, the message of full potential, that we don't need to live below our full potential, because most of the problems that we are so stressed out under, I can't promise you that there will never be problems and problems will go away permanently, but most of these things that we're so pressured under is because we are not doing what we know we should do. We're not getting it done. We're not believing that we can get it done because of some deep-seated issues that we face and some of the old programming that has been loaded in us since we were kids, and we can't break ourselves away from it. So we hear the information, we know what to do, we see the examples, but we still can't get ourselves to weather the storm, to see through, to go and get what is ours and to pay the price. I think it was Horizon Marden who said that success cannot be coerced or bribed. You pay the price and it is yours, and that's what it is. You have to go and seize success from inhospitable circumstances, and that is a price that you will pay. So this question is from, in the same vein, is from a person who said that they're down and depressed, and they're thanking me for the work I do, the blogs and the videos, and it helped them sometime, but they can't shake off the feeling entirely, and it keeps coming back. And so much people are going through much problems every day, but there are a couple of points that I want to make to you. If you're having a tough time, if you feel like you have been you've just had it, life is not kind to you, you're not gonna make it, there's not much to this, I can't pull it together. I've been there where I wake up in the morning shaking. I've lost 2-3 businesses in a row, went from a millions a year to just scraping by, and I was saved by a book, Big Picture Thinking, that opened up my perspective. The more you learn, the more you find out how little you knew. And I went deep to start to read books, to get the information, and to understand from a wider perspective. You see, I'm poor. I grew up on a farm. We only saw 3 cars for the entire week. I walked barefoot to school. We had to come home for lunch, and after we did lunch quickly, then we ran on the adjacent properties to get fruits to top up our stomach, because we never had enough. We had 3 square meals. We never had snacks. We never had a television until maybe I was about 12. We never had a refrigerator. There are probably 3 refrigerators in the entire community. Everybody was a farmer. There may be 1 or 2 teachers, but there was very little. It's the rural Caribbean third world country, so Jamaica. So how back in those days, in the 80s, how menial everything was, everything was scarce. There's nothing much. We had to come through that. I came through that, got a good run early, made a lot of money for myself, was riding high, and then it all went away. And then I was feeling like life is not meant to live. It's not meaningful. This is not going to go good. I don't know what am I, this is not making any sense, until I got that book and I start to find more information. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do, to get more information and to start to believing your own potential. It doesn't matter what I give you in terms of strategies. It doesn't matter what I give you in terms of money and tools. If you don't develop that deep-seated belief that you are a human being, and all human beings have the potential to go and to do whatever they desire to do, to learn it, to work through it. So if you wake up this morning, God is not done with you. You still have time, you still have a chance, you still have a shot. You have to believe that. So if you are living there are opportunities that you can make use of. The next thing is that if you can think of a time when you had less opportunities than you have now, or than you have at any other point in time, when you really were going through tough times and you never have all the resources, but you made your way to a higher level, then you are a winner. And it's the same type of thinking and belief system you have to believe for the other level. You see, most of us can only believe what we see, the common things we learn. Like our parents send us to school and we look around us and they say, go to school, get a job, get a house, get a car. No, those are big things when we were growing up. You just starting a job, you're just figuring out the initial stage of your career. It's not easy to see the end of those, but you push through and you get that because it is almost hardwired into you. There's so many things around you to reaffirm it. Everybody that did it, so you think you can do it. You have that confidence because you think it's a reachable goal because 25,000 other people that you know reach this goal. The other goals, the other level, financial freedom, doing the things you want with your life is the same. It doesn't make it, it's not any different. You can get to those goals too. The only difference is that most people stop where you are stopping. Most people stop at 2.5 children and a picket fence and a car and a job somewhere. And they're unhappy and they're stressed and they're overweight because they are just playing a role that they landed. You know, we migrate to a first world country, Canada, England, America, most of us who are from the Caribbean, for example, and we come here and we're desperate for work, for money, for means of living, and we get into a job. No, we adopt that and decide that this is our way forever. We're stuck. You know, somebody over the other company know us and know our parents and give us a job, and we're there and we start to do it, and we know deep down in our hearts that we want something more, but nobody. You don't want to disrupt that comfort zone. You want to continue in that thing, and even though it's not you, even though it's not bringing you to the level that you want it to bring you to, you've sold out your potential for that. For something that doesn't make you fulfilled, that's something that's not meaningful to you because you landed there. But you cannot, and this is my third point to you, you cannot achieve anything great. You cannot move from one level to a higher level, to a decent level, to the highest level without being comfortable with some amount of pain, being willing to disrupt your comfort zone a little bit. It won't look good. It won't feel good. It will feel awful. You'll be criticized. You'll be judged. You'll have a learning curve. But if you decide to learn and fail fast, apply what you learn, execute, take action, and align yourself to the two twin brothers of success that I truly believe in, that are free, and they are discipline and persistence. If you apply learning to discipline and persistence, the fact that you will learn, you'll be disciplined to take the action, and you'll be persistent to keep taking the action, are powerful. And if you can do that, you can move your life forward. So you need to immerse yourself into possibility and to positive thinking. Immerse yourself into a circumstances that is bigger than the circumstances that is keeping you in stress and problems. Because ultimately your destiny will be determined by your choices. What choices you make, how you make them, and the actions you take. But you have to get out of the zone that you're in. The same thing that keeps you down, same things that keep you thinking a certain way, you have to cut those from your world and from your life. So the things that you wake up and do, the places that you go, you have to change those so you can change your mental state. Because if you can change your mind, everything else will change. When you change the things you look at, the things you see will change. When you change the things you look at, the things you see will change. Once you start to shift your awareness to a better life, to happiness, to reaching full potential, to doing better for yourself, to self-esteem, to self-confidence, you have to shift your whole thinking. And the way to do that is to immerse yourself into the content that like they do in the personal development space and in your craft, in the area that you want to be. Become a better you, and you will attract better things to you. Become a better you, and better things will be attracted to you. So improve yourself. Commit yourself to improving yourself, not by wondering how am I going to do this, how this is going to happen, but by dedicating yourself to a process that you love, that fulfills you. And if you can't do it all the time, do just a little bit of it often. And keep doing it, and keep immersing yourself in the educational materials and everything else until you will find a rock. Your purpose and your mission is a rock. It raises you above perfidy and cynicisms, because it is so entrenched in you, and it burns so well that you will overlook all things. You'll lose money, you'll take the ridicule, you'll take the pressure, you'll take the problems, because it is from within, because it is you. And that is what you want to stand on. You want to stand on your own idea of what you want life to be, and start to make choices in those directions and take action. And knowing that if you are still here, there is a purpose and there's a reason for your life. And thirdly, believing that you can do it for yourself, believing that it can happen for you, and that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And once you are willing to go on that learning curve, as I've said before, and employ those two brothers, discipline and persistence, you will change your life. There's no shortage of information of what you need to do to lose weight, to change your life, to have more money, to save more money, to get your credit score up. There's information everywhere, but people suffer with these same problems every day. Why? Because most people can, but most people won't. Everybody can, not everybody will. They're too distracted. They're trying to say they want one thing and act in a contradictory manner. You don't let that be you. Take the path less traveled and go after what you want with a deep-seated belief that you can manifest it in your life, because you are wonderfully and masterfully created. So fix your mind, change your mindset, change your perspective. Be around the positive mindset. Go on YouTube, just get some guys, just type in motivation and follow those. Hit subscribe so they come to your phone, and you immerse yourself in that content, and you slowly start to shift and start to get out of the noise of the world that is telling you you're inadequate and you can't do this and who can do that and why you should do this, and that's all hogwash. So get on with your life. Believe in yourself. Thank you. Have a good day.